I'm also a big fan of this next comic. We go on the road together all the time. He's so much fun to be with. Please give a huge round of applause for Andrew Glessner.
How's it going? Good. Good to see you guys. Appreciate that. It's awesome to be here. I love doing comedy. I love meeting people when I do comedy. You know what I mean? Like I was hanging out at one of the shows here. I did an open mic. And I went outside, I was talking to this guy. He had a really interesting accent. So I looked at him and I just said, hey man, where are you from? And he goes, oh, funny story. I'm actually half Ukrainian, half Israeli. And I said, oh, I'm half on your side. And he goes, which side? And I said, yes. And that's how that conversation ended. Guys, let's get right into it. I can't tell if you can tell from where you're sitting, but I have what we call in the biz a fucked up face. Just take a second, drink it in. Some of you in the back might not be able to tell. These guys up front are like, absolutely, I can see it. More specifically, the left side of my face is fucked up. Even more specifically, my left eyeball in the surrounding area is fucked up. There's a reason for that. When I was 18 years old, I built a potato gun. You guys are fast. When I was a week later, I shot myself in the face with that potato gun. I love opening my set that way. Sounds like letting you guys know right up front, I'm not some dude you're gonna learn some shit from. I'ma just be saying things up here, that's what's happening. That's a crazy thing to do as technically an adult, right? Like, I'll tell you this though, what I've learned, if you're gonna fuck up in life, do it early and do it big. Make that bar so impassable that every other mistake just doesn't even fucking register. Because guys, I've had some oopsies in my life. I dropped out of college. I gambled away my ex-girlfriend's 401k in Atlantic City. At one point, I got a DUI because I was trespassing onto a fairground trying to hook up with Russian girls who were working as carnies. When people talk about the mistakes of my past, you know what they bring up? None of that shit. Doesn't even register. It's always the face. I'll tell you this though, there is a silver lining. I did learn that if World War III does break out, I can't get drafted. I know that because I tried to join every single branch of the military, and they all said the same thing. No. It's crazy. They find out I did that with a fake gun. They don't just hand you a real one after that. Which I think is bullshit because no one takes gun safety more seriously than me. Now. It was actually a pretty serious injury. I actually have a cataract still to this day on my eye. I actually almost died. And that would have been a crazy way to meet my Irish ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the afterlife. They're standing there. They're like, hi, laddie. Pleased to see. I know that's a terrible Irish accent. It's the fucking best I got. I'm so sorry. And they're just like, yeah, the potato famine took us out. What about you? I'm like, yeah, also a potato thing. I will not be elaborating. Oh man, this is so much fun. I love doing stand-up. It's my favorite job in the world. Thank you. It's not like it's a competition. All of my other jobs have fucking sucked. Like my job now is not bad. I work in an office. But here's the thing. I'm the only guy who works in my office, and they did that shit on purpose. I am their DEI hire. And I should have known from the interview too, because they were asking me questions like, can you use Excel? And also, can you lift like 70 pounds? And then just one more follow-up. Bugs. So I wear many hats in the office, is what I'm saying. I don't know, it's weird, but I'll say this. The best thing about being the only guy working in an office is by de facto, I get my own bathroom. That fucking rules. I don't know if you guys have ever taken a dump with the stall door open. Better than health insurance, I'll tell you that right now. It is amazing, and I will fight to protect it. They hired a dude as a temp one time. I put drugs in that guy's car. Like, fuck you, Jerry. You're not taking this from me. And that was interesting because I watched out the window as Jerry went to lunch, hopped in his car, found the drugs, did the drugs, and then overdosed on those drugs. You guys, I didn't know Jerry had a problem. That one's on me. I am not a monster. Now, anytime I use my bathroom, I light a candle for Jerry. We miss you. I don't know, my job's not bad right now. I have learned that you can tell how bad your job is, though, in one easy way. You can tell if your job sucks by whether or not you've got motivational posters hanging up in the break room. A lot of you just realized some shit, huh? Because here's the thing, good jobs do not need to amp you up. It just happens. But if you go to lunch and they've got the hang in there kitten up there, he's not there to make sure you're having a great day. He's there to make sure you don't off yourself on company time. The last job I had, we didn't even have motivational posters. We just had a big ass whiteboard that they would write motivational slogans on in the back. I walked in one day and this is what it said. It said, you cannot afford to live in potential your entire life. At some point, you have to put your potential into action and make your move. And I said, fuck yeah. Then I quit. Turns out they were wrong. The only thing I could afford was to live in potential. That's why I got a new job. Actually, I do like my job now. I like my manager. She's a sweet lady. We do a lot of Zoom meetings at my job. Anybody else? A couple of it, yeah. She tries to break the tension of that by doing what she calls morning cornies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with morning cornies, but they're just the worst fucking jokes you've ever heard. That's what a morning corny is. Like the one she told the other day was, what does a storm cloud wear under its jeans? Thunderwear. She came into one of the meetings recently. I guess she didn't have one loaded, so she started prepping the crowd. She's like, any of you guys know jokes? Any of you guys know jokes? And finally she just goes, Andrew, you tell jokes. Do you have one? I was like 8 years in the stand-up comedy, bitch. This is my moment. I'm built for this. Told him one of my jokes. I don't want to say it went well. But my morning corny crushed so hard, I got invited to afternoon HR. Where I got to tell it again. And after that one, those guys are like, man, with jokes like that, why do you even work here? You should probably take the rest of the week off and think about that. It's cool to know they also believe in me. It's nice. I'm a metalhead. I love heavy metal. Anybody else? Fuck yeah, metalheads, let's go. I love listening to obscure shit just to throw people off too. Like one of my favorite bands is a German speed metal band. And I like listening to that with my friends who don't listen to metal just to see what they do. So I had it in the car recently and my buddy's like, he thought for a second, he looked at me and goes, is this German? I said, yeah. He goes, do you like this? I said, yeah. And he goes, do you know what they're saying? And I said, do you think the only reason I don't know what they're saying is because it's German? And he said, yeah. And I said, no. I said, motherfucker, this is metal. That dude has been screaming at me the entire time. Like, if I want to know what they're saying, I look this shit up. Which sometimes is surprising. It's nice. Yeah, sometimes you look up metal lyrics and like, oh, this is actually kind of heartfelt, and it's nice. Sometimes you look it up and you go, oh God, these dudes are Nazis. And that is why I stopped listening to Hitler Kinder. Who could have seen this coming? You know, it's. I like metal. I grew up in a certain era of time where nu metal was the thing. Does anybody know what nu metal is? You guys like nu metal? Like Korn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Deftones, Kid Rock? Yeah. Yes. And that rules. It's a lot of people have a lot of opinions about nu metal, but a lot of those bands have transponded. They are phenomenal to this day, like Korn and Slipknot and Deftones. And some of those bands are Kid Rock. Having said that, though, when Kid Rock first came out, he was phenomenal. Back, and I mean like 1999, when Ball with the Ball came out. So I was 12 years old when he released Ball with the Ball. And I loved that song because I had thought the lyrics were ball with the ball to bang the dang titties. 12-year-old me was like, hell yeah, Kid Rock, noted. Then at 16, I had my first sexual experience. And I learned something. Girls don't like it when you bang the dang titties. Then in my 20s, I learned some women absolutely love it when you bang the dang titties. In my 30s, I learned the actual lyrics are ball with the ball to bang the dang diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie. And that's when I stopped trusting Kid Rock. Because what the fuck does that mean? It doesn't say what you want, but bang the dang titties has a message. It stands for something. And what it stands for is banging the dang titties. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the only reason I ever wrote that joke was to just repeatedly say the phrase bang the dang titties. It's really fun, you should try it. You gonna try it with me? On the count of 3, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Bang the dang titties. Some of you didn't enjoy that so much, and that's fine. But I got half a crowd to say it, and I feel pretty good about myself. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Speaking of banging the dang titties, I'm a married guy. So, you know, sometimes. I like it. I was talking to a guy recently, another married guy, and he goes, hey man, he's like, why do you think it is that the kinky sex stops after marriage? I was like, I don't know, man. I think maybe it's just weird to spit in the face of the mother of your children. And call me crazy. Like, I think it's just a bit uncomfortable. Be like, yeah, you like that? You like that, you filthy slut? You like that? Also, there's a PTA meeting tomorrow. Don't forget again. You forgetful slut. I don't know, man. Kinky sex. I mean, take a look at me, you guys. I am as advertised. I'm vanilla as hell. I'm still waiting for the kinky sex to start. Like me and my wife, we have sex. And my idea of kink is just like, okay, let's do this until one of us orgasm. Also, I'm gonna be racing you to that finish line the entire time. Just a heads up, I'm fast as hell. So strap in.